Hi friends, hi everybody. My name is Naresh Patnaik. Today I'm here to talk about how we can face an interview with good amount of confidence in a good simple way which can help us get the job. So let's start it. So friends, before even we talk about how effectively we can give interview, I think what's very important for us to understand is what exactly is the interview, why an interview is conducted. An interview is definitely an opportunity for an employer to meet face to face with prospective employee so that an employer can discuss about your qualifications, your abilities, skills. Of course, as a prospective employee, you also have a great deal of opportunity wherein you will be able to demonstrate your skills, your personality, and you'll be able to sell your profile. So that's an opportunity for you as well. In order to get to a situation wherein we should be able to talk about our talent, our ability, our strength, skill, what it really means is we should have done good amount of hard work towards our skill development for the last 5 or 6 years. What I purely believe is life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. The last 5 years or 4 years, whatever efforts you have put in, would create you as a very prospective, talented, creative, innovative individual. So that personality is nothing but your efforts which you must have already put in. So friends, in a job interview, an employer is very keen to look at what skills do you have. Now skills are of two types. One is a soft skill, the other is technical or hard skill. Now in soft skills, there are various types of soft skills. For example, there are few soft skills which I have put on this slide so that you can understand what is the meaning of soft skills. Soft skills are, for example, communication skills, ability to solve problems, to be creative and innovative, being very professional, the talent to work with a team and maintain good relationship with all the personnels and people, your leadership skills, your positive attitude, the way you value diversity at workplace. People are from various places, from different cultures. So you should be able to value diversity. Your punctuality, reliability, ability to plan and organize, all these are soft skills. Soft skills also include to be responsible, to be adaptive. You should be able to adjust to the situation, whatever situation demands. You should be able to adjust with people, with resources. To be adaptable is also a soft skill. It's a very good idea to be active participant, participative skills, persuasion skills, your ability to communicate effectively and persuade others with good ideas and contribution you make with your good ideas. If you are able to persuade, people will buy it. Otherwise, chances are people would not even recognize your good ideas, right? In the same way, soft skills also include your self-management, your ability to train others, the kind of respect you have for customers, customer service oriented, the value you give for learning and development, the way you approach towards the idea of learning and development is also a soft skill. The ability to manage various information. If you have some valuable information, if you're able to manage that information effectively, it can give you an edge. So these are some of the soft skills which can help you at your workplace. An employer would be very keen to see if these soft skills are there in you or aren't there in you. It's a good idea to have these soft skills. Now, coming to technical skills, what are technical skills? Technical skills are basically our formal education. And apart from our formal education, if we have learned something which will help us perform the job well, for example, learning C, C++, Java, to improve subject matter expertise, the product knowledge you have or the knowledge of how to use the machinery in the factory, formal degree, diploma, masters, all your certifications, these things can be put into your technical skill aspect. Now these are the things an employer needs. For example, I just did a little bit of googling around, and on Google I could clearly find out that top 5 skills recruiters want in 2015 are commercial awareness. That means your ability to understand profit loss statement and how you approach towards increasing profit. Communication skills, how effectively you articulate your thoughts so that you make others understand you. Teamwork, your ability to work with team. Negotiation skills, persuasion skills, and problem solving skills. looks like these are very, very top-notch skills which are expected out of employees these days. How do you improve these skills? You must really use your time very effectively when you're at your university. Make most of the university life. Do many extracurricular activities. In case if you have time, probably get into some kind of work experience while studying itself. For example, doing internship somewhere. Whatever contributions you make towards your skill development at college or university, record those skills, make a note of it, and include them into your curriculum vitae resume. Keep regularly updating your resume so that you never forget what all you have done, right? So these are some of the ways you can develop these skills, assuming that you have all these skills. Now in an interview, how do you give an interview? Of course, this is quite clear by now that developing skills will help you achieve a good job opportunity. There's no doubt about it. Many people say that skill is equal to money, and I think that is not exaggeration at all. Skill is definitely equal to money. Probably skill is a lot more than money, to be honest. Now coming to interview. Now in an interview, the first question mostly asked is, tell me about yourself, introduce yourself, walk me through your CV. For this, there is a very simple template. If you follow this simple 8 steps, your self-introduction is going to be very good. In case if you didn't greet the interviewer yet, you can probably greet saying good morning, good evening and stuff like that. After greeting, you can tell your name, the place you come from. This will give you an icebreaker. The moment you say, very good morning, Mr. Parker, my name is Naresh Patnaik. I'm basically from Visakhapatnam. The moment you say this, you become comfortable. This is an icebreaker. And then probably the next 1 minute you should use effectively to articulate and communicate that you have what it takes to be a part of the team. You can always start with your formal education. The most recent education should be talked first. That's a good idea. After your formal education, you can talk about some other extra education which you must have learned to ensure that you are skilled. For example, apart from formal education, let's imagine that you did some course in French linguistic course, or some kind of foreign language you learned, or some kind of programming or software kind of thing you learned somewhere apart from your formal studies, can also help you communicate that you really have some skills. Now, apart from your formal education and other education, it is highly recommended that you should have some kind of exposure, industrial exposure through internship. If you have it, very good, talk about it. Talk about what are the key learnings you had at your internship. Talk about how you observed the workflow. Talk about what all you performed, your roles and responsibilities during your internship. When you articulate all this, the recruiter will feel comfortable that yes, there is some kind of exposure which happened. Now, coming to point number 5, the most important point in the whole template is skills and strengths, because ultimately your skill are going to give you the job. Now, if you have done formal education, if you have done other extra education, if you have done industrial exposure training, that really means that your knowledge is now practiced, and now you must have already achieved certain skills and strengths. Your skills can be, soft skills and hard skills, technical skills together. Now that you have skills and education, it's a good idea to talk about your achievements. What are your key achievements right now with you? Achievements which you already achieved in the last 4 or 5 years. I would not recommend you to talk about very, very old achievements, something which happened 20 years ago, but it is highly recommended that you talk about recent achievements. Last 3 years, 4 years sounds good to me. After all this, it's a very good idea to also talk about your short-term goal, what you're planning to do and what are you planning to accomplish in the next 6 months or 1 year, and then a little bit about your long-term goal of where do you see yourself after 5 years. Just a one-liner. After all this important stuff, now if you want, you can also talk about little bit about your very, very little bit about your personal profile, what do you like and your hobbies and what do you enjoy doing when you're free. You can talk a little bit about your family members, your mom, dad, where are they from and stuff like that. That's an optional. So friends, this is a very simple template but extremely effective and efficient technique. Not exactly technique, I would not say this is technique, but a very